All right, and we are live. I'm actually pretty impressed I did this right this time. Last time I did it, I didn't even see my cell phone, which was ridiculous. Anyways, I know it said it was at 3, but I decided to go early because life is just random at this point. All right, it shows I got someone. It's just myself. Hey, my boy V, what's up? Wait, no, not my boy. I'm stupid. Oh God. Oh God, I am very stupid. But hey V, what's up? It's been a while since you've entered my stream. Yeah, and I just say it's been a while since someone entered the stream. It's been a while since I've actually streamed. That's the actual issue. So, for anyone who comes in, as the title suggests, we're just gonna be doodling. I could have someone who's I could have some requests. Sorry about that. I was doing something, but I saw the notification, so might as well. Alright, alright. Well, we both are technically subscribed to each other's channels, while I've only been doing random videos and streaming more oftenly than posting. But anyways, I could start off the stream. Oh, darn it! I turned off my phone. It's not even my phone; it's my iPad, and Oh, great! There we go. Let me check something. Yeah, there we go. It's working. Oh, oh dear. Apparently, it does not want to erase. What is going on with my iPad? I do not know. All right. The darkness it consume. Fair heaven. Eh. Yeah, we back. We back. Checking something real quick before I actually start drawing. Well, if anyone else wants to, well, I know it's just UV, but if you want to request something, I can doodle it. Again, this is just a doodle stream. I'm not doing anything full here. And then we have problems with the iPad. That is great. That is great. Oh my god, this doesn't want to work with me. Let's see. Okay, I think this just. Oh my god. Oh, brother. Yep, it froze. It froze. God damn it. Draw a single black dot. That's it. uh, I might as well have to restart this again because I don't know what happened. Technical difficulties. You just gotta love the technical difficulties. I don't know what is going on. It should be something problematic. I'm literally trying to fix my problems, and then it don't want to work with me. I swear to God, I actually got a new charger for this and a new adapter for my charger since it was only a lightning cable. Oh, it just opened my. All right, now it's working. So you said a singular black dot. It's small, but it's there. It's it's there. Oh, brother. All right, I did it off screen because I had some technical difficulties. Let's screen share again. Oh wait, no, that's not it. Almost screen shared the wrong thing. I can't see the screen. Yeah. Anyways, black dots everywhere. Everywhere because it's random. All right. All right, trying to check some stuff. Well, got no requests for something bigger, so we're just gonna do random. I already did the request of the dot. Now we're gonna we're gonna try to doodle something. Try it because I've been trying to do stuff. I've been trying to draw more often. Been trying to draw more often, and yet it's been failing because I've then lost motivation. But my motivation at this point is, eh. How about Karate Isabella? I've tried to draw more too. Yeah, like I've seen your drawings, V. They're pretty good, pretty awesome. You're yourself are improving. I will say that. And you say Karate Isabella? Well, I'm gonna swap. I'm gonna have to look for references now. And I have my phone next to me, so that is a good way for me to not be leaving and going in and out of the stream. All right. Just need to get myself some images, mostly shading training, but yeah, motivation can be a bummer. Yep, it is a bummer considering that person tries so hard. And I've like been trying to get back into like other projects I've been doing, like a comic I wanted to try and do. It was supposed to be like a little love comic, but I ended up just like leaving it. I ended up leaving it, and then I have not touched it in months. Months, I could almost say almost even a year. I want to be like bigger anim. I want to like do bigger animations, but I just don't have vision to. So mostly drawing random stuff. I mean, yeah, I recommend you to do the random drawing stuff because it does help with like bringing up ideas. Because then I will say, just at this point, I might have seen videos that have been telling that like advise people to, oh, you want to start drawing or get motivation, do some little stuff, don't do any big projects, and just focus on just little stuff, and then afterwards your motivation will go up. For me, it's worked sometimes. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it just becomes a random thing. Becomes random because I'm mostly playing I'm mostly either drawing or on Discord or on VR chat because I've been playing VR chat more recently. Yeah, yeah. Been playing VR chat, been discovering things, been having fun with some other friends. And these other friends, well, they usually do go on. And I will say that stuff happens in VR chat. I've even been developing my voice acting skills. Oh, cool! I play VR chat like twice, and once was with a friend. Ah, but we'll say if you get yourself a headset, it becomes more fun because you can actually move around. Like I'm not saying the PC is not fun, but it does become a little bit difficult if you're going into like game worlds. Like I remember playing a game of do I even want to know what happens in VR chat? Uh oh, you play Batman Arkham and Hollow Knight. I want to try Hollow Knight. The only games of Arkham I've played is Arkham Knight and Arkham Shadow since I have a headset. But I can definitely say in VR chat because of the most I do, which is only hang out with friends or go to explore worlds by myself. There's nothing bad happening, but I will say public worlds never will go back because I will say my experiences in a public world is I went in and I ended up finding people. I ended up finding kids yelling the N word. I'm not even joking, and I swear to God, it was the worst experience of my life. At that point, I just said, nope, no more. I'm just gonna go either join a group to do like activities that they do sometimes. Like I'm in a furry group that's the furry hideout, and they do like Wednesday game nights. I sometimes go, I sometimes don't go. I was trying to go more oftenly, but every Wednesday I kind of felt unmotivated eventually. And now that I'm starting to take music classes, I am having more difficulties on that one. And preteens have that typical racism if equals furry thought. Funny. Oh yeah, funny. Oh, yeah, I feel like that's the bad part. Kids and preteens thinking that that's funny. Oh, classic music classes. Yeah, I decided. I was technically trying to get my back into drum classes, but the professor that we have doesn't actually know how to play the drums, so I instead took bass. Like, I like the bass too. It's like a fun instrument. I even learned it quickly. Like, my professor was impressed on how I learned some of the stuff a little bit quickly. But then I obviously tell him I have that energy of learning things quickly when I actually get my hands on it. Like, if you want to teach me something, then let me have a hands-on experience so I can learn it faster. I mean, always had some interest in music, so one day I might try it. Yeah, I recommend it. Like, if you ever love music and want to do your own music, it's always recommendable to like learn instruments. So eventually you'll learn how to make your own music one day. Also, we had 3 people. Now we're just down to 2. Even though apparently one of them counts as me for some reason. I don't even know that logic. I will say that if anyone was expecting my stream to start at 3, I just had a rough estimate. Oh yeah, I'm a quick learner as well. Yeah. Then you understand how easy it is to learn something when you're doing it with your hands. Like when you put your hands to it, that's when it becomes much easier. I mean, that's how I learned to draw technically, because I was interested in drawing only minimally. So I started like doodling random stuff. I even tried to do what my sister used to do when she was learning how to draw, which was grabbing an image and doing it myself by looking back and forth and all that. It was kind of effective. Didn't really do well with it eventually. Took a sip of my coffee, and yeah, I eventually started drawing. We'll say for the audience, for my friend V who's in the chat, yeah, that's how I actually learned how to make fight art, because she and I were in a server a long time ago. Long story short, it ends up that I learned from YouTube tutorials that were like how to draw Sonic the Hedgehog. Yeah, I will say most artists do try to help in that matter. Also, a lot of the reference Also, a lot of references. Yes, you should do that. I recommended myself as well. If you use references, you're gonna end up finding so many easier ways to draw. Because then I will say most of the time I do randomly like make my own poses. But whenever I want a specific pose or I want to draw a specific character, I look up references. Yeah, exactly. They help so much. Like references do help so much because right now in this drawing scenario that I'm having with the doodles, I have a picture of Isabella right now. So or not Isabella, Isabel. I have a reference of Isabel, so I can like have my own. Uh, I can draw a karate Isabel right now. No tracing, by the way. Both are different. Yes, they are definitely different. I will say I don't think tracing is bad for someone who is a beginner, since in it helps set. Yeah, yeah, I will say that that is true. It's not bad if you're a beginner because, of course, you're trying to learn. You're trying to like take the first steps into this difficult talent that most people like to fight about. I will say I've been getting a lot of videos on TikTok about, oh, apparently we have this problem with there's a problem with people having like the talent of drawing because, oh, others can't do it because others don't know how to do it, and because all this other stuff, like people fight about how, oh, I can't draw like you do, when in reality no one knows how to draw unless you develop the skill. I will say I don't know, wait, that's the same message. Like, yeah, I will say yes, it is difficult to draw, but it's not difficult if you're trying to learn, because it's like saying I want to learn the fundamentals and the rules of a sport, but yet I would have to first go into like what makes the sports rules the rules and like all that stuff. Like the yeah, exactly. Preach. I'm preaching right now because it's not that difficult. Because learning how to draw is like learning how to ride a bike. You're not gonna get it. You're not gonna get it the first time. Then you gotta just start slow and make your way. A lot of artists start off by just doing random doodles. Drawing is hard to dedicate and immature. What's this? I cannot read. I cannot read. Like it's hard to dedicate and immerse yourself in it. When you do, the curves is the curves the curve is far easier. Yeah. At this point, life is all about learning and developing your skills. Because if you want to become a chef or you know how to make a a certain dish, you got to learn how to do it basically. Because technically, there are many ways to make a pizza, but you got to learn the basic way to make it in order to develop your skills as a pizza chef. And the same goes for drawing. You can start off with stick figures because technically, when I was little, I was doing that all the time, making little stick figures at the corner of my notebooks. The same would go if I was trying to draw like a like things because when I was in high school and middle school, I would always draw like half a mask design and it would always just look so random so random. And I will say, yeah, it was not the first it was like the first thing I would always draw, random mask designs that I would eventually just like develop into my art skills. But then again, I developed the ability to draw anthro characters or human characters by obviously practicing. A lot of the time that a lot of motivation that got me into this kind of art and the fighting community and all that was technically me drawing in the server that was back. I remember in 2019, I did begin drawing and making my own fighting game. It is actually where Gatiba was born. Yeah, you told me that a long time ago. You told me that what inspired you to make Atiba was the personalized design of a fighting game you wanted to make, but then it ended up with you creating the blue-eyed feline who likes to fight. Just reminds me of Goku half the time. And then the pandemic hit, and I gave up on in it until 2023. Yeah, but technically, I remember that during the pandemic is when I met UV, and it was also when I started drawing like characters and even fight art characters. Just reminds me of the fact of how my original character Henry was created. Like originally, I thought of him as a cyborg lion, mountain lion, and then I turned him into a femboy, a flipping femboy, the blue-eyed feline that likes to fight. Damn, that I don't know. I don't know your writing was fire like that. What you mean, Ryan? I didn't write that. I just made it up on the spot. Yeah, 2020. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it was around 2020 we met, and it was like literally during my time in high school. I remember it so vividly. I couldn't even go back to high school because of the pandemic, and I ended up having too much free time after classes. Too much free time and too much time to develop my skills as an artist, which honestly became one of the best experiences of my life, not gonna lie. Went for cyborg, went from cyborg to femboy, downgrade to upgrade depending on yeah, yeah, exactly. It went from a downgrade to an upgrade. I don't know. Like I remember I was always so like infatuated with trying to make my character look so cool, but I ended up just going with the one thing I kept doing most oftenly for some reason. I've at this point with I feel like it's been like 3 or 4 femboys I've drawn. And I'm not talking about it in stream because that would be weird. Oh, brother. Like at this point, if anyone ever asked me why did I decide to make a character one way to this way, I simplest term is I decided to do how I do most of my characters and just give up because at this point, if I'm good at drawing one thing, might as well do it with the others. Had a lot of free time. That's why I was active so much on Discord at the time. Dude, yeah, role playing and stuff kind of made Kativa suck for a while because I was trying too hard to make her cool. Now she's just a silly fighter like she's supposed to be. Yeah, like at that point, I feel like it's preferable to just make a character how you want them to look like if you're okay with having a character that likes to lose fights on purpose or just is fighting but loses fights on purpose constantly, I think it's preferable to just go with like that. Like just go with whatever you want to make cuz I will say I make a lot of furry art. I make a lot of furry art. I love making furry art. It's fun. It's more creative than making regular human art. Because at that point, regular human art in my style would look too identical. And then at that point, it's just boring trying to figure out what do you want to make when I've all I've been making is literally furries. At this point, this is what the gaming industry and animation industry is all about nowadays. Yeah, exactly. It sucked how much role playing was treated as a competition instead of just fun, casual stuff like should be. Yeah, honestly, but way better at drawing furries than humans. Yeah, I do try doing both to at least kind of like broaden or like expand my skills. Because then, if I ever go back to trying to do commissions, you don't know if the person commissioning me is a person who wants a human character to be drawn in my style, or wants me to make a reference, but it's a human character. Because I will say, drawing references for furries is much more dedicated time because you got to dedicate time to put out the details. Because what if your character has a certain detail that's not noticeable in the frontal image, the side image, or even the back image? But I will say that there was a video on TikTok I found that a guy made. It was literally just like at this point it was making fun of artists who or not even making fun of artists. It's making aware of the fact that artists sometimes have to end up doing certain things. Got to draw them furs and this is this and that. Yeah. At this point most artists go from saying that I don't draw furries to then actually drawing furries. And like at that point, I would say I would have done the same because back then a lot of the characters I would eventually draw and just leave behind in an old sketchbook. They were all like humans. But then I ended up drawing furries and I ended up finding out it's more fun to draw furries. I did one of the ref sheet commissions and yeah, and I struggled with it a lot. With it a lot. Listen, I don't draw an SW, but 20 bucks is 20 bucks. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh, at this point, yeah, I agree with it. I agree with it, man. Like, dog, at that point, 20 bucks is 20 bucks. I'm broke as hell and I need the money. Like, I don't care anymore. But at that point, that's just like how it is. Like, an artist at that point would eventually just have to do it just because, yeah, 20 bucks is 20 bucks or even more money because I will say a lot of people will spend a lot of money on spicy art. And I've seen funny videos about it because it's true. Like at that point, I would say I would have done the same, but at the same time, you got to just stop and think about it real quick because life. I drawing that be that did. Oh God. Oh, bro. Oh God. Oh yeah. Oh wait, I just realized my setup right here is not the one I wanted. There we go. You know what? Let's just keep it the way it was because it's at least it shows me right in the corner. uh oh brother. I did get two or three kind spicy stuff commissioned from the same guy. Funny enough, he's pretty chill, so I don't mind. Yeah, but at that point, like it's not about being chill. I just froze on the feet when I'm drawing this, and I didn't even draw the arms. She armless. Not for long though. Gotta figure out what I want to do for the arms, so I'm just gonna do this because I don't care. Just draw. Like I'm gonna do this method that is tracing there, and then bam. Like this is gonna be the hand. Well, this up here is the arm. just like look back at the comments, and it's just nice feet. Oh, neat feet. Oh my god. Oh, bro. Oh god. Oh my god. At this point, I'm not even doodling Isabel. I'm just doodling the body sketch, which at this point, I might as well just do the usual of lowering the opacity and just doing the actual doodle of Isabella. um, just oh my god, no, Discord, shut up! I don't need Discord bothering me about new notifications. Jesus Christ. At this point, they're both the same. Screw it. We're gonna start with like the face and hair because I will say I do like drawing hair sometimes. Usually, I remember a lot of times I would draw hair just covering the character's face, mostly just one eye, so I can be lazy and draw and draw an eye differently. Because I will say, drawing eyes is one of the difficult parts of drawing as an artist. Like, if I ever get, I know V could agree with it, like sometimes. Because then, if you want to have like a symmetrical design, even though technically art is not about most of the time symmetry, because there are some character designs. I do that too, Lamel. uh, I either have hair covering or blinking. Yeah, because at that point, blinking or having that hair cover it, dude, I hate I hate eyes more than hands and feet. It always looks weird. Yeah, like I really get it. There's always tutorials telling you that you need to like make a cross thing in order to like make eyes symmetrical, but at the same time, it's too hard. Like it's supposed to make it easier on people, but then it becomes way too hard and it becomes such a neck pain. Like I call it a pain in the ass myself, but meh, trying to not cuss a lot. Because I will say it is annoying to like draw eyes most of the time. And I will say hands, yes, I will agree that hands, although not being one of the most difficult ones, it is the most like pain in the back. I like either their eye is looking at different look different looking different ways, or it just looks weird. Yeah, I will say yeah. Like at that point, the whole thing about looking away is look making me like yeah. I will say I have started making more characters with both eyes exposed, but then it becomes something that I don't want to do frequently. And we got the ooh woo mouth because I don't give a damn. People, yeah, I swear to God, if someone fights me about a damn ooh woo mouth, I will fight you back. I do not care. Like right now, you know what? Because of the eye conversation, we're gonna do a winking face. Winking because winking makes it much easier to draw. So what I do to her eyes? Ah! Make it look more open so it looks at least like she's the uwu mouth is necessary. Yes. I will say most of my furry characters do have the uwu mouth. Most of them. I don't even remember. I think they all do have it. Because at this point, I'd rather say uwu mouths are much easier to draw. They are so much easier that than doing other things. Like Isabel is supposed to be cute, even when she's kicking your ass with karate. Yeah, I will say that. I will agree because it is true. Isabel, Isabel is supposed to look adorable even when she's kicking your butt. Why the hell did I look? Why did why the heck did I sound like an Indian man? Why did I sound like that? Oh my god, I'm just going wacky on this stream because it's been so long. It has been so long. It's been so long since I've done anything on my YouTube channel. I even opened a second channel, but that's a different story. I don't really want to talk about it. I don't talk about it because it's much. This is a peak stream, live stream. Thank you very much. I do appreciate the compliments to my efforts of trying to stream because yes, I matter of fact, I recently connected my Twitch to my StreamYard. So I might consider posting a stream on my Twitch, but that is a massive if. Massive if and if I ever want to. Because streaming on Twitch, it would be kind of difficult considering I'd be that one Twitch streamer using StreamYard. And I'm using StreamYard because it's like the only way I can actually do effectiveness on my streams. Like an effective stream. How am I doing it on StreamYard? Simple. I use my computer's features. I'll admit I do prefer YouTube to watch streams. Yeah, but then like if you have a favorite content creator, their live streams are usually done in like Twitch, while mostly because I always use YouTube. Yeah, but again, it's like most of your favorite content creators could either be on Twitch most of the time, while on YouTube you would just find clips of their streams. I will say, if I talk about Smitty, like Smitty, the guy who has like a milk bag character, like I will say, yes, I've heard he does stream on Twitch, but yet he also posts a lot of video on YouTube. And then when he does, he has a separate channel that's for posting like clips of his streams on Twitch. So I feel like I did the stripe the stripe thing differently this time somehow. Oh, it is too complicated to talk about. We're just doing it because yes. But like, yeah, most of the time, your favorite content creators who stream mostly be posting their streams on Twitch. It's like, oh, my favorite content creator. Let's say, let's put an example with uh, like Smitty exactly. His videos are funny, but then if I want to watch like a stream of his, I have to like go to Twitch. I have Twitch though. I mean, it's just that. It's sim I'm similar with Doug. He streams in Twitch, but posts on YouTube. Also, wow, she looks cute. Thank you. I am trying my best. I'm trying to make her look adorable but fierce. Like, don't let the adorableness get to you. She will kick your butt. She will make you she will make you eat the floor. Imagine you're fighting a cute girl in a fighting arena, and then she kicks your butt and makes you eat the floor. Like never expect the cute ones to not be strong. That's like fighter 101. Never underestimate your opponents. Like at that point, I feel like that's like every kind of sport and even just regular like art comic or whatever. Never underestimate your opponents. You'll end up regretting it at the end because then you'll lose. It's like me trying to talk about a Beyblade again and then just hearing that there's a combo out there that is so good that I doubt I would be able to lose if I made a counter, my own version of a counter for it. But then that counter doesn't work. Like in the most recent generation of Beyblade, Beyblade X, there is a combo with the Wizard Beyblade. It's second evolution Wizard Rod or Wand Wizard. It's a combo that's been used in the competitive scene for too long, honestly. Yeah, I love underdog stuff. Like hell yeah. I want to see the dog girl kick the sumo wrestler's ass. At that point, like, how would that even look? A sumo wrestler versus a karate gal. But I mean, like in drawing, in like drawing form. Damn, now I have the idea. Just thinking about it, but I don't know if I should execute the plan. Like execute order sumo versus karate. That does not sound. That just sounds dumb. Now that I say it, sounds dumb. Uh. Also, I will say, if anyone on the stream suddenly hears background noise, where I live, there is just no respect for you know like quietness. I do. I say mind control, mind controlling you. Uh, dog, you can't mind control me because I'm too dumb to comprehend it. Oh god. I just remember about a stream I once did with a couple friends in the past. I remember I was gonna grab a clip from it and then kinda animate it myself, but then I kinda let it go and died it died. Like, I say it died because I never even finished the animation, or it was just gonna be, like, pictures, like, not really a motion video. Hmm, I didn't even draw this, actually, let's try do it, like do, 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 do. Why am I singing why am I singing the Jurassic Park theme song? Here lies King. He did. He died out of drawing. May you. What? He rested his pencil. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean by that, dog? Ah! Oh, brother. I will say this is becoming a fun stream. Maybe for the next one, I'll try and bring a guest over, but that depends if I could get the day right. I say it depends if I can get the day right because technically this stream was supposed to be yesterday, but yesterday I was out of the house, so I couldn't do the stream on time. I ended up changing the date to today at 3, but I thought my dad would have left much later, so I ended up making the stream now, which means I did it much earlier than planned. But oh well. I mean, my dad. I mean, I wanted to do this when no one's here. Okay, here we go. Here's Isabel. It's the best I could do to make her look good. I did my best. My best, homies. Did my best. I did my best. I really enjoy how she looks. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that you love how she looks. Oh, because it took me too long. All right, now I am going to finally at least make a doodle for a character that I wanted to make, but I haven't really kind of developed her yet. She feels like she would be a white belt, but that somehow fights like a black belt. Wouldn't that just be like a prodigy fighter? Like she would say to everyone, "Oh, I'm not a fighter." Puts on the belt for the first, puts on the uniform for the first time, and then when she starts sparring with someone, she ends up revealing that somehow she's a prodigy. That not even she knew about it. Just feels like a prodigy that never knew that they could fight. All right, I'm gonna doodle a character. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm gonna doodle this character. It's a boxing character I had in mind for a long time, but I never really developed it because I was lazy. I was lazy, and I swear to God, I be doing lazy stuff, man. I don't draw. I don't draw. Ah! What I forgot to turn on my reference canvas so I can have like a large view over everything I'm doing. I'm not that good, Isabella says as she says as behind here there are 5 defeated fighters. Yeah. I feel like every artist is lazy. It's just that it's so hard to draw because there's just so much stuff happening. Like I remember this meme from TikTok that goes like, the good news is there's no more plague. Huzzah! The bad news is this and that. I forgot how the video goes, but it's I've seen it for like artists saying that, oh, they have motivation, huzzah, but then bad news is other stuff is happening that happens at the wrong time. Because I will say it happens to me too. Like I have the motivation at the worst time ever. Like motivation happens. If I want to draw something and it just happens to be when I don't have anything on me, whether it be my iPad, my sketchbook, or my sketch pads, I have nothing and I've just gotten motivation to draw it another time. Like I will say it happened to me at work one time cuz I remember at work I was doing a commission for like a button pin cuz I do those and sell them locally here where I live. I I had a coworker at my last job asking me for a button pin, and she gave me the instructions, and I had like the image of what it would look like in my head so vividly. I did make it eventually, but it it kind of flew out of me afterwards. When I'm in school, I be coming up with storyboards. Then I get home, and those storyboards turn into boards because the story is gone. Ah, damn. Like I see what you mean. Like it's like you have the idea suddenly when you're like at a location, but when you get home to like try and develop it, suddenly you just lose it. Like you suddenly lose it. Oh wait, I think there's some. I think my dad just came by. I'm gonna check that real quick. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back, and I see that V is gone because they gotta go eat. No worries, no worries. I'm gonna be here till I'm done with some doodling or when I feel like I'm bored already. Oh, oops, that came up out of nowhere. Gonna make that when the motivation hits you, but at the wrong time. I have 0 viewers in the stream. I mean, I'm not surprised considering that I've not really been posting a lot of my channel. I have so many subscribers, yet most of the subscribers probably are people who don't even view my stuff. I don't know, man. Like it's just random. I think I might do another stream tomorrow, or it's just a nerd. Oh, excuse you? Who are you calling a nerd? How dare you call me a nerd? How dare you call me something I truly am? Like Zoink Scoob, I just got called a nerd. uh, what the heck? I'm just here admitting that I'm a nerd. I mean, I am. I mean, I play video games. I'm an artist. I watch anime. Okay, that's not much of a nerd thing. It's just more of a weeb, but I don't care. But how dare you call me a nerd? How dare you call me a nerd? But yes, hello, Aurora. Hello. I'm just gonna show your comment. I'm gonna show the comment because that guy called a nerd. Uh, getting called a nerd on stream. It's funny. But yes, hello Aurora. Hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing great. Just decided to do a an art stream today because barely use my YouTube channel oftenly now, and it's honestly a bit of a problem considering that mm, that I've done very well on this channel for a while, only having 96 subscribers. And one of my videos that did very well was actually just a Hasman Hotel comic dub. I will say I might go back to doing comic dubs. Just gotta find the comics, the artists, and get the permission. I will say for anyone who comes back or watches me right now, you can ask me any question if you want me to answer something. At that point, I was just talking to a friend who popped onto the stream in the comments section. Let me grab some of my water. Stay hydrated, folks. You get people, you gotta stay hydrated. If you don't stay hydrated, you're gonna end up having a heat stroke. We'll say that is the one thing that everyone should obviously know. To stay hydrated. Doesn't matter if you live in a cold or warm environment. Make sure to always drink water because then you're gonna end up regretting it. And I end up regretting it almost every day. Why do I sound like I'm just a mischievous little gremlin? I feel like I am a mischievous little gremlin. Oh, just saying these random things feels like I'm talking alone. I technically I am. I'm not really doing anything so cool like other streamers probably do. Just yeah, it's only been about 48 minutes. Damn. 48 minutes ago I started this stream for fun. Now I'm just doodling and random. Like I did take only one request. Like if anyone is watching me, you can request something. When I'm done with this, I can just doodle that afterwards. Like I know Aurora's probably watching. Like, hey, if you want me to draw something, I can draw it. Just heard something in my headset. I am taking requests just for funsies, not something spicy though. I'm trying to keep everything PG. Ah, all on the stream. 0 viewers. No. Oh god. I will say having 0 viewers is fun. Just I'm just streaming, no one's watching my content. I feel like next time I should just do like me drawing Hasman Hotel characters or doing fan art just for fun because fan art is fun. Although sometimes fan art could be a bit too much. Depends on who you're talking about, who you're talking to about it. Just doing popping sounds. I say I might as well do them since apparently for my dad it's annoying for me to do popping sounds. I don't know why though. Like it's a fun thing. Let me be, man. Just me doing popping sounds. My dad gets upset for no reason. No reason whatsoever. It's about 50 minutes already. Oh, yeah, it's working. It's working. Like I'm already having fear of my stream suddenly going out. Like, oh god, last time I was trying to do a stream, it was me playing Minecraft on my computer right here on my MacBook. I tried so many times to kind of like make the stream go wild, be good, but it ended with the stream kind of just failing. Just me deciding to just stop recording or streaming and just go back to playing the game by myself. Excuse me. Just had a burp moment. Ugh. I'm so alone. No one's here beside me. Just say I'm so alone. No one's here beside me. I mean, yeah, no one's here beside me. So lonely. So lonely. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not expecting anyone to come into the stream anyways. Personally, I might as well do a reaction stream instead of a stream of me trying to draw, just to end up being alone in the stream. Yeah. I mean, V had to go out to get food. I see 0 viewers on the counter here. So yeah. Also reminds me of the time I've tried to do live streams on TikTok. Like for some reason on TikTok, it happens to me too frequently. I try to do streams and then sometimes I get people in the stream, but then suddenly they leave. Like, I'm trying, okay? It ain't my fault I got nothing new or something like groundbreaking or really original aside from my art, which is original. Well, obviously drawing is not my original thing, but it's still a thing I do. I do with drawings because drawing is fun. To be fair, if I don't draw, I'm just gonna feel like I've just wasted my time doing something that ends up being really dumb. I mean, for some people, but for me, it's my life. I'm just randomly talking. I'm not even doing anything. I'm just looking at my phone. Oh my god. I'm on my phone. I'm not even. I just stopped drawing for some reason. Made a random pose and then. Oh, hey, you're back. Finally. No, I'm not alone. just, I just went on babbling and babbling. I just went on talking and talking and talking till I had someone here because I was bored being alone in the stream. Sorry for leaving you. Nah, you good. I mean, if you had to go eat, that's important. Don't worry about my stream. Honestly, this ends up being a recorded video on the YouTube channel anyways, so like if anyone wants to like go back and see what I was doing, they can. I'm just trying to draw a character I wanted to make, but ended up kind of just leaving unmade. Because I did make them in a pig crew, just to have the idea of it. He have the idea like made already, so all I got to do is draw it. Uh, but I ended up just leaving it so far in the back of my head, and I ended up just doing it now on stream. I'm doing it now on stream so I can finally get it out of my head. At least doodle the idea and then eventually go back to it and full make a full drawing of it. I feel like the only drawing I've ever done this week was a drawing I made for a post of my comeback to Twitter. I mean, it was only like 2 drawings I've made, or it was technically 2 doodles. Like literally, it was just a bunch of doodles I did for a character I was doing for. good old pit crew. I haven't used it in a while. I mean, yeah, I will say if anyone ever has an idea, I will recommend using pit crew. But the thing I will not recommend is taking credit for making the character. The character idea might be yours, but note that the art is not. I still remember that one incident with this one pit crew where the artist found out someone was using it as a method of earning like money through using it as like for uh what was that again? I never used Twitter again. I mean, yeah, I will say I only use Twitter nowadays just to do random posts. Not really thinking of going back much. Although that at this point almost all of my social medias are random posts. I randomly post around at Blue Sky on Twitter, or I do it on my Instagram, or even just do the same things for like other things like my YouTube, or even I would say Twitch, but not really because I barely do it on Twitch. Yeah, that's bad. Draw it yourself first, and then your character is truly yours. Exactly. Like you can say the character you made on Picrew is yours, but never claim the art because then the artist could find out and they could start an entire riot against you. I will say it's better to do that than trying to claim other artists' work. Making a mess of my table. Shit. ah, ah. Oh, great. Swear to God, I hate my neighbors sometimes. Honestly, this would be a really good reason, a really good reason. I was gonna say that, but a really good reason I really hate streaming sometimes is because I don't have the luxury of having a home. Oh, neat feet again. Yes, again, because I have a habit of now drawing characters with feet. That or I just draw characters who are fighters but no shoes on. That could probably count as a foot fetish, but I'm honestly not that sure anymore. At this point, I even see people trying to say they draw a character doing boxing, but they're not even actually boxing. They're because like at this point, people make. Oh, what was that say? A a real really good reason. Yeah, fighters makes sense to be barefoot in a tradition in a lot of martial arts. Yeah, but that's like just martial arts. Like if you ever see other artists on the internet who do like boxing art or other fighting sports, they claim it to be like, "Oh, that's kickboxing. It has kick in the name." For crying out loud. Yes, I will agree. It's legit. But then there's people who make boxing characters with no shoes on, and then they call it boxing. Like, dude, how are you calling this boxing when your character is fighting barefoot? Like, it's like when I remember seeing Shonik. I'm shouting out Shonik for no reason at this point. Like, Shonik makes a lot of boxing pictures, but then yeah, he makes a lot of boxing pictures, but then his characters are always barefoot. And like, that's not boxing, that's kickboxing, just not throwing kicks. It's like an MMA fighter without actually throwing kicks. That too. Only excuse I can think think is because furry. Well, I mean, yeah, I would understand it if it's like a furry character that doesn't wear shoes, but there are people who draw their furry characters with shoes or boxing boots entirely. Why have them? Why have them grippers out in the open if you're not gonna use the attack? I mean, yeah, but at that point, kickboxing isn't always about being barefoot because people who probably use it for street fighting, like in Street Fighter video games and all that. Except Sagat. Sagat is a Muay Thai fighter and he fights actually barefoot. Makes me question the sanity of what are those Street Fighter characters running around barefoot like Ryu or or Yuri. Like you see, I remember playing Street Fighter Six's online story mode. Not the actual like arcade story mode, but like the story mode that you can play with like your own original character. I remember seeing Yuri riding a motorcycle barefoot. Like she just fights with she walks around barefoot. She rides a motorcycle barefoot. Like what the heck, dude? Street Fighter devs must have. I mean, probably because if they're making a character who walks around barefoot, then probably they might have a foot fetish. Because I don't see anyone doing that. I don't see anyone with their right mind making a video game with with a fighting game with a character who's probably walking around barefoot constantly 24/7. Yeah, she just never wears footwear. Some for Ryu before though they gave him sandals in Street Fighter 6. I mean, yeah, technically in the older Street Fighter games, Ryu didn't wear shoes. He walked around barefoot. And then in the more modern game of Street Fighter 6, where all the characters have like older versions of themselves, they started wearing like different clothing, and Ryu now has sandals. But like Yuri, if you look at Yuri, she's technically wearing footwear, but they're like foot pads. Street Fighter does probably have the most amount of barefoot fighters in all game combined. In all the games combined. Cammy actually wears pants now. Honestly, yeah. If any, I swear to God, Cammy at this point was just wearing a one-piece bathing suit during all of her appearances throughout the generational all the generations of fighting of Street Fighter games. Well, now in her more modern depiction, she has that. Aside from now wearing pants, apparently they say that she cut her hair, and then she has like two like little ribbons to represent how her hair used to be. She was proud of it too. Very every victory pose she has, she shows her ass. I mean, probably. I mean, exactly. Yeah, at that point, she was technically showing. She was technically showing. But I feel like in perspective, like trying to explain the reason why it would be, oh, it's so she has more flexibility in her fighting style. Yeah, ever heard of shorts? Shorts that at least let your legs breathe, or like stretchy sweatpants, dude. Henry in Cammy's outfit. Oh my god! At this point, I stopped drawing just to talk about this with you, and I mean, I probably would do it. I'll do it. Matter of fact, I will later after stream. It'll be an off. Unironically, the Fortnite design her they gave her they gave it to her makes more sense military wise. I mean, I guess, but like I think Fortnite is more because well, it's mostly played by children too. Not gonna lie. Also, what was that? Just noticed something on my screen. I didn't even see it right. But yeah, matter of matter of fact, I feel like in the future, if I ever get better equipment to make live streams, I would stream myself playing Fortnite. Mostly because I play with the Power Ranger skins, and at this point, I'll be playing with them till I die. Like out of all the skins, the ones I like to use the most are Iron Man because I'm an Iron Man nerd, and the Power Rangers because I've been a Power Ranger slash Super Sentai nerd for so long. For so long because like I've been a Power Ranger nerd ever since like I was a little kid. And even though Power Rangers is technically over, I can definitely say yeah, but I can still watch Super Sentai. Super Sentai, the original Power Rangers from Japan, because technically they started all the way back in 1975 and then made their way to America all the way back in 1993. And how do I know this? The power of Google and research, because I'm just a nerd. I used Meow School since forever when she came out. I mean, I was actually using her frequently as well, but I stopped because I was using Power Rangers. But the funniest thing is, I use I Meow School is matter of fact. This is the funny thing about Fortnite when I play. When I was using Meow Schools, technically Meow Schools is a girl. Yes, I'm a nerd. Screw you. I'm a nerd. I don't care. I'm admitting it. Live on stream, King-DrawZ admits he's a nerd. Or they are nerd, because I'm technically non-binary. Anyways, yeah. I know I've been using a lot of female characters when I play Fortnite. Because if you see me now playing Fortnite, I'm using the Pink Ranger skin. Like I bought the bundle with all the Rangers, and I'm only using the Pink Ranger oftenly. I do switch out to use all of them. Like I started off with the Red Ranger. I went with then Pink, and then I used Yellow, and then I used Black, and then I used Blue, and then I'm circling around back to Pink. But then I'm thinking about using the Black Ranger for my next gameplay. Dude, I thought she was a boy when she was revealed. LGBT. I mean, yeah, I actually thought that too until I find out a lot of artists depict her as a female, and that's because she is a girl. She is a girl. She's like, I think it said that she's the niece or cousin or sister of Meowscles. I don't know. I don't have the patience to learn the Fortnite lore, unlike before when I was like getting into it a lot more. Nowadays, I do play Fortnite, but only randomly. She's Meowscles' sister. All right, then I got it right the second time. But yeah, I'm usually playing a little bit. I technically am still playing a lot more because they have the Green Ranger as the last tier for the Battle Pass, and I'm just grinding my butt off. Wish she actually had another skin again. Honestly, yeah, I do wish that too. Because you mostly see something from Meowscles or even other members of his family, but then like we don't see anything else for other characters like we that are more loved by other members of certain fandoms. Furry. I will say the furry fandom is in love with Meow with Meowscles a lot. Technically, she does have. Well, they're not really all altered skins. They're just the same skin, just given all altered colors. Like I believe it was Cloud9 that is like Meowscles, but she has a pink shirt and white fur. I don't even use that one. I just use the like original one with like or the original with like the colored rainbow like prismatic thing. They gave the effing banana 1,000 skins. 1,000 skins, but not a single Meowscles skin. Yeah, I have the Cloud9 variation too. I prefer the original. Yeah, same. I do that too. But like, yeah, I will say Peely had a lot of skins from its original to its remake to like a robot armor. Then we have the one that's just a literally frozen banana. I remember I bought that during Christmas. It was like the frozen set that brought an ice version of Drift, and then we have an ice version of Peely. I don't even use that skin. I don't even use Peely because honestly, Peely is not my go-to. My go-to is either Meowscles or the Power Rangers or Phoenix, like the fox one, the fox, like the literal fox character. I don't really care. Like it's either those ones or just nothing, or just Iron Man. Because again, I'm an Iron Man nerd. Oh wait, that's the Wi-Fi signal. I'm like, wait, what is that? Oh, it's a signal. I'm like, I see the thing next to my viewer count, and I'm just like, oh yeah, I have. I just read the same comment. But yeah, I use Meowscles, Master Splinter, Kimiko, Raven Team Leader, Toth, and the Cobra Kai female skin. Yeah. Although recently I've been playing more the Power Rangers just because I've been playing the Power Ranger skins with the OG mode because OG is much easier so I can grind out some of the levels to play to get the battle pass. Matter of fact, in my last trip over to see my sister, because my family and I went to see my sister for a weekend, I went and bought myself some V-Bucks. Oddly enough, I only did that so I can have enough to try and purchase the last few tiers, the last few pages of the battle pass for for like the Power Rangers thing. I'm also thinking of getting the OG because they brought back Drift, but in a different way. But he's on to like September or October. Yeah, for he's still there for like till October. Just making just making popping sounds because I'm bored. All right, my reference just left my phone because it turned off. God dang it. Uh I could leave my phone with like the feature that allows me to keep it on forever, but I don't want to do that because I could damage my phone, and it could also lead to it losing power much faster. Bubble popping, gameplay, bubble gameplay. Well, I mean, I'm doing this while at the same time I'm doodling a character. I will say this might be the end of the stream when I'm done with this doodle, because again, I don't really have anything else planned for this. I'm probably gonna go back to posting more comic dubs on my YouTube channel and eventually some like art stuff. But for right now, we're doing this. Right now, we're doing this character I decided to doodle because I haven't really drawn her. Yeah, I know it's a shame, but like, there's not much I didn't really plan this out. I just said I was gonna do a random live stream to myself and just did it. I'm right now, as you can see. Probably the next stream I make, I probably will plan it out. Probably might just get a friend over and we can talk while I doodle and make random dumb stuff. Because then again, I'm just doodling this character I had an idea for, so I can at least like grab it later and then give it a full drawing. Probably fair enough. Like me, JK, bruh. I mean, probably because I've been very lazy with my art recently. Except from that one time that I was doodling a character that I posted on my Twitter. I posted that character on my Twitter and that's it. Because then I've never touched him after that. Except the time I was in the airport when I was gonna come back from my trip that I was gone at. I will say the next time I might do another stream, but it probably will be with a special guest. Like the special guest, but they get control what I draw. But of course, we're gonna add some rules to that. I gotta make up the rules as I think of the idea for that. Because I will say I would want to do that. Like just invite a friend over. Probably I might probably just drag you in here, V. Just drag you in here so I can have you do that. But right now, I want to focus on and at least making the character. I'm gonna focus on that idea another time. At least search up what I want to do for that, and then at least like I'll search up the idea and then just think about the rules because I do want to put some rules down. Like the obvious one being, okay, Henry, draw 50 more black, black, black dots. No, I will not do that. That will be one rule. You can't make me draw something so basic, and it's not even drawing. That's just just literally just me doing this constantly. No, I'm not gonna do that. The rules are going to be simple. Just just safe stuff. Nothing NSFW. If I do not feel comfortable drawing a certain thing, I will not draw it. If you want me to draw your character, you can, but you gotta drop me the reference in the DMs, and I'll have it here on my phone so I can have like a clear image. I say my phone because I'm clearly doing. You can literally see me doodling right now, but you can only see like what's here, which is Isabel. Like right here, we got Isabel. Right here, we got my character. Right here, and the references I'm using are on my phone. Yeah, YouTube would execute you on the spot if you drew NSFW. I mean, yeah, obviously, because this technically the website of YouTube was made for kids or just posting fun videos. But nowadays, it's just who can get popular in under 12 days or in under a night. Like, bruh. At this point, I usually make videos for fun. I don't make them for gaining money. Because technically, if I want to make money, I just go get a job. And YouTube is just a side hustle that I do for fun. Like right now, this stream is just me having fun because I'm drawing, I'm doing something I love, and I'm just doing whatever I want. And then I have plans for the next stream, which I'm already formulating in my brain. I would have to probably look up the day that I could do it. I could probably do it tomorrow. Just another stream tomorrow, but this is just me and a friend. But my friend controls what I draw. But we obviously have to put down some rules that I will be making tonight later. Like after the stream, I'm just gonna do that. I'm just gonna go over a bunch of rules that I'm going to literally be forcing upon my friend that probably would be V, and letting her know that yes, V, you will have to give me something to draw, but no, you cannot ask me to draw over a dozen buttons or a dozen dozen dots. I will be here for the next stream, hopefully. I don't know if I could be able to tomorrow because I'm gonna go to my grandma's house. Ah, well then I think I have to get another guest. Because I would say I could make a list for like streams with friends, and I could do another stream another time with you. But it would be because I do want to do one tomorrow, but I would have to get someone else now. But again, it would be the same concept. Like my friend controls what I draw, but I have to put down some ground rules, people. Some flipping ground rules because, for one, I do want to make streams like this more fun. And for two, I don't want to make something that ends up being me getting the most random things. Like yeah, like I wouldn't mind doing the whole dot thing, but it wouldn't be really fun to just make a bunch of dots on my canvas. And then keeping up the count, like the character, by the way. Yeah, thank you. It was supposed to be a MLP Boxer character, but I ended up just not doing the damn drawing because I was so lazy. Matter of fact, I wanted to do it last week, but I ended up forgetting. My parents and I were going out for a trip, and well, I was kind of out of the house. I did bring my iPad, but I didn't really draw. I didn't have the motivation to draw her. I did draw that one character I made that I called the Shadow Rider, basically a masked character who I drew a while back. I technically just did that. Like that was the only drawing I did aside from that because I was kind of I was kind of with my family. I would have done more with my iPad on me, but unfortunately, since it was only a short trip and we could only bring certain bags with us, I couldn't really go out with my usual backpack that I carry with me. So yeah. All right, I have her fundamentally designed down. Just gonna trim down this thigh because it just the one problem I have with drawing a body, it's sometimes difficult for me to draw the thighs correctly. But then again, it's just that I'm gonna at least finish it. I'm gonna at least do the thing I usually do, which is I lower the opacity of my eraser, make it big, make it big. The lowering of the opacity is so I can erase like the whole thing partially, so I can draw over it and have a much clearer baseline for it. I will say, if I ever get asked to make a tutorial, actually se- actually makes sense. Every character thick. I mean, at that point, at this point, I just make almost all of my characters. I swear to God, if I ever show my characters like just in like a bathing suit or like just wearing underwear, which I don't want to talk about it like that, but like if I had to show my characters like a body design of my characters, I swear to God, I've mostly been doing thick. I don't know why, but for some reason, every character I make is just thick. Like they have a thickness. They are thick. You are you are heard of you ever heard of K what's that say? I can't even read. Uh Keijo. Cause your character would do really good in it. What even is Keijo? I don't even know what that is. I'm gonna have to Google it. Of course, this is gonna be Googled outside of my tablet since that's where I'm drawing. Let's see. Uh-huh. Oh, okay, Joe. Okay, okay. Now I see it. I see it. I see it. I see. I now I remember what it is because I've seen it before. Not the anime, but the actual clips of it. But I'm not gonna say it aloud on stream because I am not gonna have I don't. I do not want to have problems. I do not want to get demonetized after coming back to finally post something here. Like, I just came back to posting a stream. Okay, I don't want to get in trouble with YouTube. Like, god damn it, I just posted this stream right now. I don't want to get in trouble. It's just very interesting martial arts. Yes, it is an intriguing martial arts. I will say there is that I have seen one funny clip about it, which is the teacher throwing the chalk at the student. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay, I had an idea for this character's bottom piece, like her pants, but I don't think I can draw it properly. So we're gonna have to go with what we're gonna have to go with Plan B. Plan B being booty shorts. Booty shorts, people, because I my original idea isn't NSFW, but it's not also good to show on stream. Dude, they have JoJo level attacks in animations for some reason. It's hilarious. Like I mean, at this point, this is just how anime is. Like, you know what? I'm gonna do the bottom piece that I wanted to make. Screw it. But yeah, like if you like any anime that's based on a sport, hey yo, love this these types of shorts. I know you do. But yeah, like I feel like any type of anime that involves a sport, like let me just do a face show because I don't want to have problems after I say this. Like animes that involve sports, kind of exaggerated, of course. Like I remember watching Baki, but the I remember watching Baki, but the season where he fights Oliver in the prison. Uh Bro, the fight is so stupidly dumb. Like they have so much conversation over fighting. Like, bro, I remember a video from a YouTuber. I forgot his name. I forgot his name because I'm stupid. I forget names. Baki is just a whole another level of insane. Like, no joke. Like, bro fights, and then every fight just looks so slow and dumb, and just I can't believe. I don't see Baki as an action show. I see it as a comedy. I just see it as like what it is. It's an anime that exaggerates fighting sports. Because then it's either like I remember watching a funny video like describing the anime of Blue Lock, and Blue Lock is so exaggerated. Like, an entire soccer program where if you don't make it, you lose your rights to play soccer. But then everybody's just trying to kill each other in that show. But then like I would ironically say it's similar to how in this show in the anime for Beyblade they exaggerate everything to make it look so intense. Like, yeah, you see the anime and it looks so intense and cool, but then in real life, it's literally battling tops clashing against each other. Oh, oh god, Apple Pencil, ref, do something, and the ref already got sacrificed 5 chapters ago. Bro, screw that. The referee starts the match and he's already dead for some reason. He's not even in the fight. He's just in a tiny dome looking over the fight through the cameras. Because I swear to God, fighting animes are so exaggerated. And I feel like there's not a single. There is a boxing anime, but like that's like I feel like that's like the only fighting sport anime that you would see that focuses on it. I know there's probably other anime, but those are like older ones. More modern anime that involve certain fighting sports only involving for one episode, and then the rest of the show is whatever the heck is the anime about. And like I remember seeing this one anime about assassin maids. Bro, the anime is about maids who fight who fight a lot, and then they only have one episode where they involve MMA. Hajime no Ippo. Yeah, Hajime no Ippo. I think that's the boxing one. There's actually really good sumo anime. I can't remember the name of. I think I remember the name. I don't remember the name, but I do know that the character is like a short guy who is so motivated by the sport that he does it so frequently that he's actually I feel like his skills are so professional because even though he's a short guy. But like the only problem I would say that the anime has is that they exaggerate it too much. Sure, it's to make it look so epic, but yet you make it look like you make it look like you want kids to play to do the sport. Yet the sport is so different than what they make it look like. It's like when you try to show an ant with a yeah, the main guy is a red hair short guy. Yeah, exactly. That's I remember the anime because I remember an explanation. I remember a guy making a funny video explaining the anime very exaggerated in a very exaggerated way. And it's I mean, it's, like, funny in a way, but, like, yeah, it's supposed to be anime. Like, at this point, most anime that involves a sport usually exaggerate it. Like the boxing one, it makes it look like an epic battle between 2 superpowered individuals, but no, it's just humans. It ain't like Dragon Ball. Realistic realistic by the me by the by that, I mean a short guy being strong. Bro, at that point, or at that point, you would realize that a short guy being that strong, bro, he should be he should be in the Olympics, not doing sumo. But then again, sumo wrestling isn't really a sport that you would see two big fat guys wrestling in. Because then there's a lot of people who show like regular skinny people, and it's not even skinny people. It's just people who like get themselves fat, but then turn that fat into muscle, and obviously make it make it look like an actual fat thing. These probably are there's there's probably a tennis anime that final battle involves the end of the world. Sumo has a huge stereotype here. Actually, sumo is way different. Yeah, there's a difference because I remember watching this chef YouTuber make food for a group of 6 sumo wrestlers, and you would see the differences. A lot of those guys weren't even like really big fat guys. They were just muscular. Like I would say it's like when it's like when you I can't even speak. It's like when you see a boxer and you say, "Oh, he's really fat." No, he's not fat. He just got that fat and turned it into muscle. That's how it looks to me, honestly. Because a lot of times fighters aren't really fat. They just build up a lot of fat to turn it into muscle. And to be fair, it's literally just how it is in the real world. Because in real life, yeah, you can see the most exaggerated stereotype. Most sumo athletes are more healthy than actual athletes than normal people and the normal people. Also, most sumos are some of the most chill and nicest people in the planet instead of tough guys, tough big guys. Yeah, I'm kind of a sumo nerd. Yeah, I know you are. But like, yeah, yeah, that's actually true. I've seen videos that explain that sumo wrestlers are like family members because I remember that they do like the sumo stew thing. I forgot the original name of it, but I know that the sumo stew thing is made for like an entire group of sumo wrestlers prior to their upcoming matches. And like the sumo wrestlers themselves cook it. And it's actually well, yeah. I mean, at this point, I'm just saying things aloud because I know the stuff based off research and videos I've seen about him. So like yeah, and I also remember this one guy who runs a sumo wrestling like a little sumo wrestling show, and then the guy explains that sumo is not like a sport. It's a sport, but it's also like a tradition for them. Like they have to dress a certain way, they have to be respectful and all that. Because yeah, they're even though they're big guys or big women. Because I assume women even do the sport. Sumo wrestlers aren't people who are going to be like big tough guys. They're just going to be people who respect you because they're human beings doing a sport. There's a lot of culture in it too. The salt throwing and the sumo stomping is made to avoid a and detain nerdy nearby evil spirits from the daio from the dojo. Daio. There is female sumo wrestling. It's not professional and it's mostly out of Japan, but it still exists. Yeah, exactly. Because I will say, yeah, sumo wrestling has mostly been depicted as a male sport, but at this point, if a guy can do it, so can a woman. Because then at this point, any women can do the same thing as men, and if it exists, eventually it'll become a professional sport. I'd rather say that because everything is always gonna be. I love equality, baby. I mean, I do too. Yeah, yeah. We all love equality here. This channel loves equality. It doesn't matter if you're gay, straight, man, woman. You are loved by everybody. I will say, just don't be rude in my chat because I will say I do respect people, but I do also respect. Makes no sense saying it a lot, but it means that if you don't respect me, I will not respect you back. That is my rule in life. I forgot I had coffee in my cup and it's now cold. But at this point, I don't really care because I drink it cold either way. Either way, you could say I'm a Starbucks geek. I kind of am, but at the same time, I haven't gone to Starbucks in a long time. Don't matter if you're straight, gay, man, woman, or trans, you can become a sumo too if you try hard enough. That's the lesson. I drink cold drinks every time too, so I don't. So it doesn't matter. Yeah, yeah, but I mean, I'm talking about my coffee. It's supposed to be warm, but I kind of let it. I kind of forgot I had it, so I just drank whatever I had in the cup. But yeah, you can be sumo. Matter of fact, I can bring back the topic about becoming an artist with the sumo thing. Does not matter what you are or who you are. You can learn. You can learn new things. You just have to throw yourself into learning about it. Not only the rules and fundamentals, but also what can make your own style unique. All right, I'm gonna finish at least the top half of this drawing and just call it a day because I at this point I've just been stuck talking too much. This was supposed to be a doodle stream, but ended up talking about sumo wrestling. Brother, like no hate on sumo wrestling, but damn, I ended up talking too much, which is one of the things why I might think people think I'm annoying because I talk too much. You can be anything you wish. Don't let what's that say? Miserable randoms. Yeah, miserable randoms take it off you. Exactly. At this point, V here is just giving out some good advice here. Don't let random people or random idiots tell you that you can't do a certain thing just because it's mostly depicted in a certain way. I mean, technically, baseball can be played by both guys and girls. Oh, but in back in the older days, it was always played by guys. Yeah, but that was back in the older days. This is 2025, people. It is 2025. You can't just constantly gender things anymore. Matter of fact, right now. I've been doing this thing all the time. I don't care about colors because colors don't really have genders. My favorite color is blue because it's been my color since I was a kid. But I also like pink. I like pink, and people could try and tell me I'm gay for it, but like, okay, but gender does not be described by pink. And plus, back in the older times, pink was supposed to be a guy color, as because apparently warm colors were for the boys and cold colors were for the girls. Dude, baseball back in the day used to be separated by races. Yeah, that is actually true. That is actually true. But nowadays, you can see even a full team of black people and white people playing together. Also, I should be talking about race because I don't know if I can get in trouble because of that. I don't even know, man. I'm just I'm just worried nowadays because there's so much problems going down with YouTube. Like apparently now you got to show ID if you start a brand new YouTube channel. Thank God that I actually had both my channels that I started up before that new update happened. So now I don't really have to worry about proving that I'm actually an adult. Because oh, people could what about not you yeah, YouTube is weird. Yeah, but then like in that sense about like, oh, you started a new rule where you have to show your face or like ID. What if you were born with a baby face? Would YouTube describe you as a child what becoming a YouTuber? Because what if you're by your appearance, you're someone who's an adult, but then your facial structure makes you look like you're a kid. Like it makes no sense then because then oh now what happens if I'm a person who has a appearance but my face looks like a baby? Like, well, what's gonna happen in that situation? Like, will YouTube let it slide or something? We need the verification to verify your age. Give us all your personal information. Yeah, that's just gonna be that's honestly the dumbest thing and the one thing that could get people in trouble more because then it's gonna it's gonna reveal a lot more people's actual locations. Like at this point, I'm not getting. At this point, I'm just gonna leave it there because at this point, if YouTube does this, it's gonna be their problem, not mine. My problem right now is finishing up this top half of the doodle because I'm already getting tired. Not of drawing, but like I'm just bored already. Although yes, V, I if you're still questioning about it, I will draw Henry in Cammy's outfit. I swear to God, I'm doing it. Matter of fact, I end the stream. I'm going to my room and I'm just gonna start doodling it. I'm gonna do that after stream. After stream, pull up my phone, just watch some YouTube while I start doodling my original character Henry wearing Cammy's original outfit from the older Street Fighter games. Heck yeah. At this point, yeah. All right. I'm just gonna finish up her gloves and hands and also her torso, and then I'm gonna call it a day. I will probably say off stream, I will use this as a reference to draw her fully and give her a reference sheet because this is a boxing My Little Pony character. Similar to my previous one, Azure Star, but this one's a jobber. Little note for those who don't know, jobbers are characters in the in the art industry. A jobber is a character that people make that is a constant loser. Pretty creative. Yeah, but the reason this character is a jobber is for more different reasons, if you know what I mean. Like I feel like V knows what I mean. Don't put her against Isabel. She will be cooked. That is literally true. Not to mention this girl is a jobber, but for the pleasure of it, if you know what I mean by that. I'm already having a fear that this live stream is gonna getting me in trouble for some reason because I've mentioned a lot of stuff. There's been a mention of too many things that feels feels boring. This feels like that could get me in trouble. Yes, you see, you know what I mean. You know what this character is a jobber for. Okay, this arm looks pretty bad, but I don't care. I'm just gonna leave it like that. No, actually, ah, I hate when my iPad does this. I swear to God, I only do this and it suddenly minimizes completely. I don't know why it does that. All right, I think that'll work for now. But yep, here she is. Don't really have a pony name for her yet. Say pony name because in My Little Pony, most people make their characters be named after what their professions are. I'll search it up later, but for right now, this is what I got so far. Let me do the top of the tail since I've only done half her body. There we go. There we go. There she is. There she is. Ah, I see. Blame me. Wait, what do you mean blame you? I'm not blaming you for anything. Like if you want me to blame you for the Henry idea, I'm not doing that. I'm actually gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I don't care. It's gonna be it's gonna be off stream, but obviously that's what I'm thinking about. Also, thank you for the compliment on my character. You don't know how hard it is to make characters nowadays. Nowadays, it's so hard to make a character. You have to find not only a good name that doesn't sound similar to someone else's character, but also an entirely whole new design that makes you think, wow, this character looks good, but then the design looks similar to someone else's character. I swear to God, I've had that problem before. And that's why I kind of work hard on my art so much. But anyways, we're gonna remove this, and yeah. So for those who actually came in and watched the stream, I know it's only UV, but I know how other people came in probably, but kind of left. Yeah, that's why I rarely make OCs. Yeah, I do the same, but only made her recently because I'm in a Discord server where it's like, oh, My Little Pony boxing server. But I only did it because I'm just making a character to lose every fight. I don't care about winning. Like winning, nah, I'm not winning any fights. I'm making her lose every one of them because I don't care anymore. But yeah, I want to thank you, V, for at least staying for the entire hour and 40 minutes that I've been on. I've been streaming for. Um, I will be probably coming back tomorrow with a brand new stream. Probably. I'm just gonna have to find out. Yeah. Nah, I'm losing. Exactly. But yeah, thanks to my homie V here for coming in, for watching me through the 1 hour and 40 minutes I've been here. Uh, also wow, that was a fast. That was a fast 1 hour and 40 minutes. I mean, yeah, at this point, time goes faster. I did start the stream technically at 2 around, so I think it was at 2 or 1, I don't remember. Uh, but yeah, I will probably come back tomorrow with another stream. I will be technically making a pre-made room here on StreamYard, and I'll probably come back and announce it. But I'm not sure. I'll probably do something. But thanks for watching, people. It's already been a minute already for like the 41 minute. But anyways, thanks for watching, everyone, and well, thanks for watching V, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Bye bye.